Believe it or not, Reborn as a vending machine has been quite the enjoyable ride, despite its ridiculous premise. But as Boxo's journey continues, he might actually have to decide whether he wants to go back to being a human or stay as a vending machine. So let's talk about that. So Boxo is not quite sure if he would want to go back to being a human. Most people would probably not want to be a vending machine out of all things to be reincarnated as. But I get his point of questioning if it's really worth going back to being a human, because I don't really see how it would really work out with his powers if he actually went back to being a human. I don't think he could just spew out all these things in his vending machine form from his mouth or his hands or something like that. Maybe he could. I mean, the writer and author could literally make anything happen per se, but I just don't really see how that would technically work. And like he also said, his usefulness would also be kind of gone. His usefulness is only because he's a freaking vending machine. And to be honest, when this anime first came out, I was questioning how the hell are you going to make a good story out of being reincarnated as a freaking vending machine? And somehow they have created a very endearing, fun story that I'm actually enjoying far more than I could ever imagined. And it's actually quite good, I must say. Now, it's not no masterpiece 10 out of 10. Even though I couldn't rate it anything higher than a 7, it's really more like a 6.5. It's still just good enough for me to want to come back pretty much every single week and watch an episode, although I am quite behind all the anime this season, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, his usefulness would pretty much be up. It would be cool at first for a lot of people. It'd be like, oh my god, Boxo's a human now, that's awesome. Now we can actually communicate with the guy, since we know that he's actually a human. And I believe Lamis would obviously be very excited. I think she would be more accepting of him, well, her and Halloumi would be more accepting of him than anyone else. But is it really going to be that interesting if he actually becomes a human again? Because not only does he lack any powers, I don't really believe that he would get some magical super strength like Lamis, or really be able to do much as a human. And I mean, in this world, you go out and adventure, and I'm sure he would also feel very unhappy being a human again. At first, he would probably be like, oh man, it's great. I can do all these human things, like eat Lamis's cooking, like she was talking about. He would be practically useless, I would assume, in battle and adventuring. Overall, he'd just bring everyone down, no offense to him. But him being a vending machine apparently means he can basically do everything. He's always able to transform into something that can be used in battle or adventuring, whatever the hell is the need. I didn't even know there was all these type of vending machines, to be honest, but I really like the twist on it, the fact he's a vending machine and not just some overpowered, just absolute god tier being by the end of it. And I'm not hating on that, but it's also not something that you see every day. Lamis is a very, very nice girl, and I honestly really love the relationship between these two. She really does care for Boxo a lot, and she really hasn't had that many close people in her life, so it is a little bit sweet seeing them be such good friends and her caring about Boxo, a freaking vending machine. Well, I mean, he's a dude, but he's a freaking vending machine. If you would ever tell me about a relationship slash dynamic between a strong girl and she really cares about a vending machine, I would call you absolutely crazy. And Hulemi is absolutely my favorite character in the series. I'm not gonna lie, I really like her design. I think she is cute as hell. She's honestly best girl in the damn series, but also definitely contender for best girl of the year. She's really smart, actually probably the smartest character in the series. I'm just not gonna lie, I think she's cute as hell. I think she's absolutely best girl for sure. And I know that's probably pretty cringe, like, oh, you just like her because she's cute, but you know what, sometimes that's all you need, damn it. Sometimes that's all you need, and especially in a show like this, you're not really expecting a whole lot anyways. So good character design definitely helps sells it for sure. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying it's like some of the best character designs I've ever seen, but it's certainly not ugly. I think there's far worse looking anime out there for sure. To say that it looks like shit, I would say that you're kind of crazy. I guess if you compare it to like something that Ufotable is making or Madhouse, I guess that, you know, it's not really quite up to their level, sure. But also, the fact that it's getting a season 2 is quite crazy to me, because out of all the things to get a season 2 in this season, you know, reincarnated as a vending machine being one of them is quite surprising. I would have not ever bet money or anything that reincarnated, or my bad, reborn as a vending machine. I think I've been saying reincarnated. My bad, reborn as a vending machine. I get it totally confused. Would get a season 2? That's just, yeah, I would have never guessed it. I don't really think the West and America really decides if an anime gets a season 2, because I think it's mostly overseas. Japan is the deciding factor. I'm kind of generalizing, but I would say that probably most people in the West and America aren't the biggest fan of Reborn as a vending machine. I'm not saying that nobody likes it, but I don't think in the West and America that it's really the most popular series. But am I complaining about it? No, not really. So those who wanted a season 2 of Reborn as a vending machine, I am happy for you. Hope you all did enjoy, and I will see y'all next time.